When did I ever expect to get top 4 at a UDS qualifier at Dolly's Toys and Games? I don't know, I have the pin right here. What's going on, you guys? This is Kyle, the Notice Blaster Joker, coming at you with a top 4 UDS qualifier from Dolly's Toys and Games. And I actually got top 4. That's usually weird, and I never make these, ever. Last time I made a top 8, didn't pan out that well. This time I did pretty well. I'm going to get to what deck I'm going to be playing. I'm not going to show you what it is yet because I'm very secretive. And I also have Calvin behind the camera. If you want to say hi, go ahead. Okay, no, it's fine. Let's get on to this deck profile, shall we? If you want to not on the camera. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get to it. So, for me, I decided to special way of playing Orcus. And it's something that I can, like, really relate to in some way. It's really cool. It's somewhat original. But yeah, anyway, let's get started. So I decided to play one of each of the good Orcus. This is very interesting. I'll explain that in a second. And World 1, I did not play Gizmek because I am poor. So that's probably why. And Bombard is basically to unbrick my hand. A lot of people are saying this card is actually bad. I kind of agree. I've never actually used it properly. So there is that, and that's my only excuse. So basically, a 5-card Orcus package is very good. And honestly, these were very bonkers, and they helped me out win a couple of games today, so I'm really happy about it. Next, we played 3 Matheson, 1 Armageddonite. For some reason, I did not play Dark Grepher or Rhoda. Reasoning because I don't have Dark Grepher at all. I don't know what happened, I just managed to not have it at all. So I decided to play these, and these turned out to be really good combo starters, so I'm really happy about it. Next, we play Dangers, because Orcus Danger can work very well, surprisingly. So I decided to play 2 of each of the good Danger, and I decided to run 2 Mothman because playing this at 3 is actually not that good, and I personally like 2. So honestly, this is a good ratio for me, and it worked out 100%. So you could say that this is Danger Orcus, but there is a little spice into it, and I'll show you in a second. But other than that, I decided to play 3 Nibiru for the going second lineup. I rarely used it today, and there are times where it just didn't work out, and I kind of regret playing this in the main, but it is what it is. And here we go. Spice! The spice I'm going to bring up to you guys now. I decided to play 3 Thunder Dragon Dark, 2 Thunder Dragon Hawk, and 1 Thunder Dragon Roar. The reason why I decided to play a Thunder Dragon package is because you can end on Long Girsu, Ding Girsu, Colossus, and anything else that's like Shadal Window or whatever, which I do play. I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so I decided to run this ratio, and it was actually perfect. Honestly, the 1 Roar didn't do. Oh, thank you. Honestly, the 1 Roar didn't do that much, but you know, there are times where I actually worked out 100% with the Lure Darkness, and I was really like thinking about playing 2 Roar, but I decided to play 1 instead, and it worked out. 2 Hawk, you don't want to see it, but you do at the same time. It just somehow randomly works. So I might cut this down to 1, put this back up to 2, but in the end, it worked out very well. And then obviously you got to run 3 Dark. You're playing a Lure Darkness. You want to search Hawk as fast as possible. So if you draw a Darkness into a Dark, you're basically getting a free Thunder Dragon Colossus, so that's why it's very good. Anyway, that's it for Thunder Dragon package. If you decide to run more of these, by all means, if you want to net deck my deck for some reason, go ahead. I honestly don't care. Do it. Do it. I graciously want to inspire people to try building something like this and see how they think about it. Yeah, you are going to brick here and there, but it is what it is in the end. So that is it for the monsters. For the spells, I decided to run 3 Cosmics to get around the back row. Apparently, maining 3 back row, a lot of back row hate is actually not the greatest thing in the world, but for now it actually worked out, and I'm actually glad I played it. So there's that. 3 Allures. It's a dark deck. No brainer. 3 Call by the Grave. It's a combo deck. No brainer. 3 Instant Fusion. Get your Restrict or Kaminari. I will explain why I play Kaminari in a second. And yeah, this is just very good getting around like other big cards. So it's great. And that's it for the 3 ups. For the 1 ups, 1 Foolish, because this deck plays Foolish for some reason. So, it's okay. They're gonna do it. So yeah, Foolish is very good. I honestly love it. And then 1 Gold Suck for the Thunder Dragon package. Used it a few times today. Went through almost all the time and it worked out. So I'm really happy about that. And then I decided to play the 2 Orcus cards because Spell Trap is very good. So yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the extra deck because it's the goo that I like to put together. So I decided to run 2 Galatea. Came up a few times, worked out. 1 Long Girsu. Did come up a few times, also worked out. And Din Girsu, duh. So there is that. Let's go to links. So we decided, well, we as in I decided to run 1 Borrelsword Dragon because OTK potential is very good and majority of the time it worked out. 1 Appaloosa. This deck can make Appaloosa so easily and it's really good. And holy crap. Yeah. Nightmare Unicorn I never used. Nightmare Phoenix I used a few times. I actually might keep this. I might drop this for like a bomber or something. But like, again, bomber's not that great. 1 Curious. There are actually times where I had Make Curious and I had to send a hard port because I did not have any way of sending hard port to the graveyard. Like, I wouldn't have a Mathematician, I wouldn't have Armageddonite, I wouldn't even have Foolish Burial sometimes. So I have to find a way to make this card work and then make a Colossus for free. And surprisingly, it did work out a few times and I'm really happy about it. And then I decided to run for my last card 1 Linkuriboh because you do play Restrict and you play Bombard, and Bombard is a great combo piece for this combo to keep going. So initially it's 6 links that are not Orcus related and it worked out. Next, for the fusions, I'll get to the finals price in a second. So we ran 1 Thunder Dragon Colossus. You don't want to make multiples of this card because if you do, you're pretty much losing the game. The majority of times you only make 1 and they still play around it. I have actually played a couple of Striker players today, and 2 of them actually won over Colossus, and it was okay. So yeah, this is gonna be a weird simplification or whatever the word's called. I ran 1 Titan in tandem with 1 Kaminari. Why did I do this? It's because if I don't need to go into Shadow Window, which I also should bring out now, I do play 1 Shadow Window because it's very good. It's really easy to make. I'll show you the final combo. If you don't want to make Shadow Window and you know your opponent's not going to be able to break the board, you just instant fusion into Kaminari. If you have a Thunder Dragon or Dark, you banish those into making Titan. And then Roar will trigger, or Dark will trigger, getting you a free Colossus. And then you just make your combo off of that. And it's very good. So yeah. I decided to run Shadow Window is just because there's a final board where you can make that with Long Gear Sitting into Colossus that I mentioned earlier, and it worked out 100%. So I'm really happy I played it. There are a few times where it worked out, sometimes where it didn't. So next, I played 1 Restrict. This is the last card in the extra deck. Come on. Literally, if you're playing Instant Fusion, you have to play Restrict. It's very good. Like, holy crap. So, yeah. Should we go in the side? Alright, let's go in the side. So, the side deck was very simplistic and straightforward. It was very weird for me, but it worked out 100%. So, I played a couple of mirrors today, and surprisingly, I did 50-50 against them, so, you know, it worked. So, I ran 3 Lancia. I only played 2 mirrors. This card kind of did its job, and it worked in some way, shape, or form. I ran to a zombie player, ended up winning that, because Lancia was a card. 3 Ash Blossom. This card's a no-brainer. Like, literally just stopping your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very good.
I wish you could afford the format back then.
3 Mind Control. I never used this card for some reason. Actually, no, I used it a few times. But still, I technically never used this card. It was very weird. Like, literally, I just Mind Control, and then I link it off, but, like, I rarely used it. It wasn't even necessary, but it's such a good card. Holy crap. Anyway, to continue on, we have 3 Twin Twisters. Duh. If you're playing against Striker, you better play this card on your side. If you decide to main it, cool. So there is that, and then the game changer that I played today, which won me quite a few matches, 3 evenly matched. Yeah, this card actually won me a few games today. Yeah, I was surprised too. Like, I didn't expect to win them because of that. So, other than that, that's pretty much it for my deck. If you want, I can go into another video explaining the combo and explaining why the final board is the final board. But in the end, I made top 4 at the UDS here at Scarborough. Here is my little pin. I love it. It looks beautiful. And my lanyard's in my bag because I don't want to grab it. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it. I played a weird deck. It worked for some reason. Yeah, it worked. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you like the content I'm creating, hit me up on Patreon by donating a certain amount of money. You can help me create more content like this for you guys. Hopefully, if somehow I get paid for this. Links will all be in the description below. But without any further ado, this is Kyle peacing out, and I'll see you guys sooner or later.